going on? Happy Friday.
Happy
Hello.
We're
Friday.
live.
Thanks for having us.
TGIF.
We're live. Happy Friday. We have Jen Cameron and Billy Pilgrim. Say that wrong. Shoot it up.
Pilgrim.
What, what are y'all
I'll
up
answer
to?
anything, Billy. Nothing. We just got done filming today, and
We're in hot and humid, sunny Florida.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. What did y'all film?
we filmed for a website, Desperate Amateurs,
You filmed
and
some corn.
We
Some,
did.
yes,
some corn.
yeah.
I laugh when
out
I
in the
laugh
field.
when I see that out there. They put the little corn in ORN, right?
Yeah, out in the field. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we were
Right,
doing.
right,
yeah. When
right.
when when he gets to an elephant's eye, that's when I finish.
So, how did it come about? How did the shoot come about? Was it a good shoot that y'all had?
We did. We had a really good shoot. So him and I we've worked together before. We met on Twitter. He had actually brought me down to Atlanta to shoot with him last year.
Well, like a
I
Yeah,
think.
collab, like a
almost.
trade
Yeah,
shoot,
like
right?
yeah,
Exactly, exactly. I think I paid for my flight and he put me up in a hotel,
yeah,
like something like that.
and pay for some
Oh,
food and stuff.
okay.
Because I tried because
You know,
it's
He's
she
a
be
good.
flying somewhere everywhere. She be flying somewhere everywhere looking for her fix. Let's just say that, looking for her fix.
well, for me,
You
it's
know,
when you come to town, see, I can do a lot of scenes in a day. So like when people come through, it's like, well, I'm happy to either pay or cover half your travel costs in exchange, just like you and me work.
Yeah.
And I make that clear before any plans are
So I
made.
just worked with him. I didn't try
Yeah,
to like since he was paying for my hotel
yeah.
room,
Because
I
mm,
dedicated my time to him.
because
I think that's fair.
because some people I've noticed, like I could do 3 or 4 scenes at the time it takes you to do one. So it's like for me,
wait,
it's
wait,
about
wait, 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 wait,
efficiency
wait,
and
wait,
just
wait. Stop. Wait, stop. You say you can do 3 or 4 scenes, and you regenerate your pop and every like you got that
I
much
can,
juice in
yeah.
you? Okay, dude, you're not.
Yeah,
You're fucking alien,
it's
bro. No. Stop. We need to call Homeland
He
Security because if you're saying that you can
no,
do
he
three to
is
four things,
I've witnessed it. We did
yeah,
3 scenes one day,
yeah,
back to back to back.
okay, that's
yeah.
different
It's
though. It's different though. That's like you
you
could do one
you
in the
learn
morning,
more.
one in the afternoon, one in the evening. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You learn to work a little smarter, not harder. And I also know it's kind of like the vibe that day because sometimes you connect better with certain people. So you're like, okay, it's gonna be one of those days where I can knock out a lot. Then there's days where okay, I could do this many, and also it
Right.
depends the difficulty. How physical is it going to be? If it's going to be like something like we're playing a rugby game, then okay, maybe keep it to two kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
No,
you know,
he's a good co-star. He brings a set bag that's mostly stuff that females might need.
no, I
Like if
Really.
I'm on set and I
well, I have a lot of anxiety, and I also like to be prepared, so it helps. So it's almost like a security blanket, but
like if I got my period, I bring my own stuff, but some people don't. So if I got my period or something, he's got me. He's got shit in his bag that I can use.
yeah, I made a period kit that has like clean sponges, tampons
Right?
if they need them, feminine wash.
Are you
I
serious, dude?
have eyelash.
That
He even
okay?
had an
Y'all
extra
crazy.
outfit.
Yeah, well, and it's come in handy. I have like if I'm on set
It
with
is
you and the
crazy.
bed is squeaking too much, I have the things that you can put behind the headboard to not make the bed move. I just keep adding to it. I did a set for a pretty big company, and the girl
So
kept having an issue with her
are you? Do you
eyelash.
make love, Billy? Do you make love, Billy, or do you just are you just rough?
No, I can be whatever I can need to be. Like I consider myself like a porn character actor. So if you need me to be rough, I can be rough. If you need
I've
me to
never heard
be
that before. A porn character
yeah, like if you
actor.
need me to be a little silly, if you need me to be more sensual, I could do like whatever. Usually with rougher stuff, I need to have a more extensive conversation with because a lot stronger. I'm not a big dude, but I'm a lot stronger than I look.
Right.
So I've had girls go, oh, doesn't too. I've had girls go, oh, doesn't you? This scene's gonna be a very rough scene, and I'm supposed to just take it and whatever. Like we're gonna walk through this, so that way, when we're in the throes of it,
Consent.
there's no
Consent is very
because if I
important.
want to pick you up and throw you on the bed and like do this and put you there, you're going and you're staying. So I need to be able to relax because I want to make sure that you're okay. I don't want you coming to me after the scene going, well, that was too rough, and I was like, no,
Right.
so, but yeah, I kind
So
of.
you're sensitive to the woman needs.
He is, yeah.
Well, it's because your job, my job, at least the way I see it, is to
Make me look good.
make her look good. Like make sure the girl looks good on camera. Make sure she's comfortable, she feels safe, because then that translates through her face and body in the through the camera. It makes for a better scene. It makes life easier for everybody on the scene. Like if you're a producer and you're paying us, you know, just being respectful and just kind of checking it on or whatever, it just makes it a much nicer vibe. Makes it easier for me to get hard. It makes everybody happy, and just everybody gets, to the end. And I never understood the male talent that shows up angry or just like being a dick. It's like, dude, really? You're showing up to porn being angry? Like, there's people showing up to McDonald's to work a 12-hour shift, and you're showing up to work with like Lila Lovely, and you're going to be angry? It's like, I don't get it. So I try to just be chill and just, you're like, yeah, you want the girl to be comfortable,
Yeah.
get into it as much as possible. Because there are those days where a girl will look at you and go, no, but I'm here for the paycheck. So I try to make it as enjoyable as possible, you know. And I also like to be, like I said,
So
like to be
Billy,
prepared. The bag has come in. Yes.
the bad guys, it's not like a bag of dicks or nothing like that. It's
No. There's like some toys. Like if I'm working with a BBW, I might pack some extra stockings or maybe like a little bit of lingerie for a big girl. If I'm working with a black girl, I might
oh
put
wow.
in some stuff. Like if they like, okay, like a lotion that black girls would use, or like a hair thing that I have hair ties, pins, like I said, eyelash glue. If they need,
He's definitely way
basically
more prepared than
it's over the
anybody else on set.
over the years, it's kind of gotten added to. I have like an enema kit that can be reused. That if something like, okay, we're doing anal today, I have it. And like I said, it usually like, or if it's somebody smaller, I'll pack smaller outfits, and it's just about being prepared. Have extra pens, stuff like that, and it just kind of makes
Like an
the mood
EpiPen?
on set. No, because I think you need a prescription for that.
Oh,
I
okay.
do
I didn't know
have.
you said a pen. It's like, I
Oh,
was like,
extra
oh
pen.
no,
Pen.
Pen.
Billy went all. He was
That would be
destroying
crazy.
it, and
Like,
she's shaking.
You probably use really good equipment. So like I have like an Allen wrench kind of many tool. So if the camera guy has like a fancy rig and he needs to tighten something, it's like I got that in my bag just in case. Like I said, it just kind of, it's like Frankenstein. It just keeps getting added to over time, and I just bring what I think I'm going to need that day. And yeah,
Definitely one of the most courteous co-stars, co-workers that I've had.
oh fuck you.
Oh wow.
No, kidding.
No, you know her.
Kidding. Because
That's what's
yeah,
up,
it's
man.
because my attitude is, sure, some people will laugh at me. It's like you're dealing with a lady, and until she proves otherwise, you treat a lady like a lady. So and yeah, it's just.
I mean,
It's,
she's
it,
delicate, right? But she can take a pounding. So anyway,
oh, yeah.
what do you say?
But it is the little things. It is the little things that make the whole environment better. Like when you're done, like wait a second, offer them a towel, help clean them off.
Yeah, he
offer
like
them
ran and got me.
bottle of
Very
water. Like
He like
very
stuff to clean up.
considerate.
yeah, well, little things like that, and also especially
Very considerate.
if I'm representing your company and I'm treating the girl like that, that's also going to reflect on you. It makes her day better. It's a very it's literally the simplest things. I would love to sit here and go, yeah, I'm so great. It's like, nah, it's just basic human. If you if you sneeze and you got snot coming out of your nose, like here's a tissue. It's like that simple. It's just being a little courteous and just like a little, effort. So, and I've done it to people that I don't like. I once did a scene where I grew to dislike my co-star so much that I'm not
Mm-hmm.
joking. I made myself come because I could make myself come on cue. I made myself come by. So like I literally was
That is.
imagining her getting dressed and
Does she
reaching
have
the
bad
door and,
breath,
and like
odor,
heard slowly.
or something, or does she have an attitude?
Being,
You know, does she
she
have
was just
six
being an
toes? Like,
unbearable
does she have
bitch.
webbed feet like a duck? I mean, what the?
Just being an unbearable bitch for no
Attitude.
reason.
Attitude.
Just being like saying snide
Wow.
comments, just being kind of disrespectful and difficult. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna get me. I'm at work. You're not gonna get me to lose my shit. So we're getting this done, and I shit you not, like it was a hotel room. So like her slowly turning the doorknob, and then the door closed. And when that door makes that double click, that hotel door where it locks, it was like,
Right.
and there you go. And when I watched the scene, I could tell you exactly at the point of the fantasy where like I'm getting closer, and I see her occasionally at events, and I say hello, and I'm very polite, and I keep it moving. But I've never attempted to work with her again. I've never recommended her to any producers since. But it
Crazy.
was just like, yeah, it's like I have a job to do, and if I let you get to me, then there's gonna be no hard on. There's gonna be no scene. There's gonna be
He takes his job seriously.
you know.
He does.
Well, it's something special. That I know people don't respect what we do, but what we do is kind of special. Like not anybody can do this. It takes a special kind of woman to be on her period and have bills due and have kids at home being a pain in the ass, and then show up and look flawless, and then be basically folded like laundry on some awkward piece of furniture for hours and always look good, and then make it look like it's the time of her life. For the guys, you got your own shit going on. You got to walk in and get hard, and then stop, give me 10 minutes, and then you got to get hard again. Switch, move, do this, do that. So it's kind of something that I feel like it's special.
Well, let me. We. This is good talk, good conversation, nice flow. I love it all. As we have actually right now counting 463 live viewers. Shout out
Oh, wow.
to we got a race going on between. Yeah, we got a race going on between the Flourish Triple X sponsor Twitter and Equentis Twitter. Hot Milk
Oh, wow.
Candy. Okay, I see you, Twitter. And I just cut on, and I didn't do it initially at first, but I just cut on the YouTube, and so it's now beginning to ramp up. But let me just say this, everyone. This is Jenn Cameron, and also Billy Pilgrim, and they're talking to us from Tampa, Florida. We have a few goodies today. Billy's going to talk about one of his projects that he has coming out. Very passionate project. Looking forward to hearing about it. We're going to give Billy the audience to talk about it. And if you can't give Billy and other people audience like we can, don't bother him, damn it. So anyway, that's right. If you can't give him 3 to 4 million Twitter audience and over 1 million YouTube subs, don't even bother him. Let Billy do Billy. As far as Jenn, we got a special treat for you all. If y'all like Jenn and you're catching this, we put a 30-day free trial link to her OnlyFans. It'll be in the description in YouTube and in the top comment in Twitter. So definitely click the link. It doesn't cost you nothing for 30 days. Have fun. Anyway, so
Okay.
Jenn, why don't you talk about what have you been up to lately? Jenn, what have you been up to
A lot of
lately?
traveling. A lot of traveling.
Oh yeah.
I said I've been traveling a lot. A lot for porn.
I thought you weren't supposed to travel that much.
Companies and like,
Didn't they say that you were like you're supposed to take it
I
easy in October? Next thing you know, I'm listening.
And October looks not as bad as September, but it doesn't look pretty. But so if anybody's gone to
Wow.
Exotica, New Jersey, I will be there.
So you're gonna be an exotic. So you're gonna be open to doing shoots in Exotic in New Jersey. Now, what is for the people that don't know this? What is Exotic in New Jersey? So a lot, some people may not know what it is. What is that?
I've actually never been to the Exotica, New Jersey one.
It's a big, adult
It's a big
industry
adult
event
conference.
where you can walk around and meet some
And
of
like
your
favorite stars.
see your favorite porn stars. You can buy stuff. You can attend seminars. You can, interact with, newer creators. You can, if you're looking to get into the industry, you can go there and just kind of walk around and meet and talk to people.
Good place for creators to
like a lot of people
get
will
collab shoots. And
certain
content.
people that they're only on this coast this one time of the year. So like, you try to set up a collab with them. Sometimes companies will film there, so you might be able to pick up a paid gig. But it's a good way for like everybody to get together because you don't always get to see everybody, and also fans to interact with. Again, if you're in the lifestyle or if you're looking to spice things up, you can buy all kinds of toys, lingerie.
That dungeon part too.
Yeah.
If you want to get spanked.
Yeah, like I said, all kinds of seminars and workshops. So, and it's a pretty cool event. But personally, for me, I like Chicago and I like Miami. I have not been to the DC one, but I am kind of thinking about maybe trying to swing by that one this year. We'll see.
I went to New Jersey. Yeah, I went to New Jersey Exotica last year, and it's typically the biggest one. Okay, tons of people. It's packed. It's cold, and I was videographer at a couple of different. Uh-oh, did I mess up something? Man, I messed up something. You still here? Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I was a videographer at a couple of different shoot houses, but the shoot houses were Airbnbs and they were like 25, 30 minutes away. So it was almost like an hour round trip, going back and forth, and I didn't like that. So this time I have a couple of hotel rooms one right beside the host hotel, and another one less than a mile away. So just in case we messed one room up with baby oil from P Diddy, but anyway. So Billy, you got a passion project. Why don't you tell everybody about your project you have coming out?
Yeah, well, this is definitely the biggest thing and the most ambitious thing I've done. It took about 2 years, or a little over 2 years, from conception to trying to get it done. A lot of stops and starts. For those of you watching, you might, if you've got any horror movie buffs or B movie buffs out there, there's a movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's a B movie from the 80s. It's a classic. It's one of those movies that are so bad it's good. And depending on where you are in your career as a man of talent, like the means to get stuff done depends. And I didn't quite have the ability to initially do it. And if I did at that time, it would have been just a scene. But it kept kind of growing as I kept trying to get the thing made. Weirdly enough, it kind of worked out well because that movie it's making a comeback and it's getting more popular, especially around Halloween. Like the last 2 or 3 years, they've been coming out with more and more killer clowns. So it's like apropos that it's gonna
killer clowns
on the 5th. Yeah.
What is a killer clown?
Well, in the movie, they come down from outer space and they basically,
start they eat people.
Yeah, they kidnap people, put them in like cotton candy cocoons, and bring it back to the ship to drink. So I started making props for the movie and set pieces, like slowly but surely, because there was a lot of false stops and starts, and writing the script, and then kept rewriting it, and then it kept getting added onto. So eventually, when I wound up this past July, it finally came to be because I had the means and the right people around to do it. And it's centered. Yes, and Jen actually is going to be one of the girls in the movie. And I kind of wrote the script, and it's going to be a full length movie. And I actually even had a band make original music for the movie. And it's
Let
about a
me ask you this
sheriff
question.
that's like,
Let me ask you this question. You have put a lot of time and effort into this passion project to this
yeah.
movie. How long do you think the movie is going to run? What's going to be the runtime of the movie for one? What do you think?
Wait, sorry, what was the right time
The
for?
runtime.
Oh,
No, the runtime.
actually,
What do you think? What
I'm
the
still in
runtime
the
is
process
going
of editing. It's going to be over an hour, definitely, maybe
Okay.
like an hour 15, because it's actually going to be like an homage to like the movies that they made in the 70s and early 80s. Like it's going to be a movie. Like there's actually character development. There's like, kind of,
He hired like this makeup artist.
Yeah.
Like their makeup was crazy.
Yeah, I had
So-
a makeup artist. And
I play a Karen.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the movie.
So
Makeup for me.
Go
I think
figure. You play a Karen. Okay.
it's
No,
gonna be.
I'm like like a. What does he mean?
You just kind of like you're one of these like very bitchy, always has a problem HOA types.
So I'm like calling.
But it's kind of thing,
cops,
and you'll get this as a
HOA.
guy. You'll when you see her, it's like it's a shame she's such a bitch because she's so hot. So it's kind of like that. She's like a really sexy Karen that just she'll give you shit if you leave your blue bins out like an hour longer than they should be. She's like one of them, and the movie opens with me. I'm the sheriff. I'm closing down for the night, and I'm getting phone calls. People like she's bitching about something. People are calling about like clowns or whatever, and it's Halloween. So like it's kids playing a game or whatever, and I tell my deputy like, look, unless there's a major emergency, do not bother me. I'm going home to my wife, and that's when the movie starts kind of take off, and it culminates with a big threesome scene with me and the two clowns that kidnapped me, and that's the big ending.
You as the sheriff.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also, because the movie kept growing, I also played one of the clowns, which kind of didn't really want to do, but it was like a necessity thing where it's like, okay, I wrote a part for somebody that said they wanted to be in the movie, and then they had to back out, and it was like, well, the part's there now, so I guess the
part's there, right?
Playing an
You
evil.
gotta feel it. Yeah.
So it's actually going to be like a real movie.
The prop.
So since it's going to be a real movie, you put a lot into it. I can tell from the way that you your mannerisms and how you're going and how you're describing it. It's like it's close and dear to your heart. How are you? But one of the things in terms of independent filmmaking or filmmaker, how do you plan to distribute it? How do you plan to get it out?
Well, I'm gonna be like, I have like many vids. I have like a loyal fan. I have been trying to build up to getting my own website, but right now the platforms that I have, I would like to put it on the website that I own, but when you're kind of just out there working and hacking away at it by yourself, you deal with what you got. So I'm going to be putting it on these various platforms.
Plus, we'll all put it on our like those of us that are in the movie.
Yeah.
We'll help him.
And also, once the movie's released, I'm going to go back and do a special edit. So, like, if you really just want to see Jen, like you're a fan of Jen Cameron, I'm going to edit a movie so that you'll get certain scenes and it'll kind of fast track her storyline, and then you can see her get.
Because I eventually get
fucked by a clown,
get kidnapped, get sucked into a box.
And
you get kidnapped and banged by a clown. You get captured by a clown.
Yeah, and the thing is, so yes, it's probably going to be priced a little higher because it's going to be like an actual full-on movie. But then, like in a couple of weeks, everybody will get like if you're a fan. We have Misty Rain and Kata Kinks that are two great talents that are in the movie. Like I just want to see them. Well, you'll be able to buy a specially edited thing that'll just give you enough plot to get you to the sex scene, and you can maybe buy that for like a little bit cheaper. But if you want the whole movie, you gotta, so you'll have options as a fan. If you're like, oh, I
let
don't
me
want the
ask you
whole
this
movie.
question. Let me ask you this question. So it has intimacy in it, and intimacy is the different individuals attacked by the clowns, or
Yes,
like
well, now there's going to be three. There's three scenes involving clowns, two male and two female. But then my
okay.
deputy, who is played by Atlas Triple X, he has a sex scene in it. Venus Rising, who plays my wife in the movie, she has three sex scenes in the movie.
Shout out to
Um,
Venus Rising. We saw
A
you
and
lot of sex.
yeah, so
retweet the thing. Shout out
there's
to
like,
Venus.
let me tell you, if you're looking, she's going to be one to keep an eye on in the next year because she's already kind of blowing up, but she's doing a lot of things that have not been released yet. And I've been telling her since the day I met her,
Yeah.
it's like, this time next year, you're going to be huge. You're going to be bigger than you think. There's something about you. There's a star quality that it's just like, it's going to take off in the new year once all this stuff starts
hmm
coming out and revving up. But yeah, she's brilliant. So, see, one, two, three, four.
So let me
So there's
ask you
like
this
five
question:
scenes.
To do you have is there would there be a version that is safe for work version that does not have like it stops right at the point of about to have whoever has intimacy. It stops that one little
I
segment
did think
right before, then it transitions
I'm,
to another one.
I was toying with that idea to like maybe kind of make it a little bit more either rated R or PG to kind of make it a little, maybe put it on a different platform. But that I need to get the movie finished and edited and then kind of go back and see because I wrote a real script for it. So there is, but we were doing it. It was like the epitome of guerrilla filmmaking. Like we did it on a shoestring budget in like 4 days. So
Their
Well,
Airbnb looked like a
yeah.
drama club,
yeah,
like with
like
all the different props that
yeah,
they made. It was crazy.
yeah, we turned the kitchen into the control room for the clowns.
All right.
We, we had the cocoons hanging from the ceiling. Like I actually made the cotton candy cocoons. We did up,
Well,
a bunch of the
let me
rooms.
give you an idea. Let me give you an idea that Christmas may be early for you. If you can whip up a safe for work, let's say 20 plus minutes or whatever, I will I will allow you to put it on Asher Clan TV and YouTube, and the link can go to your website where they can see the not safe for work version in which it monetizes for you.
All right, yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. And like I said, we actually, because it was an independent film, there were hiccups. We're actually filming the very last. I'm in the process of editing now, but the scene with Jen we're filming on Sunday, and that's the missing piece. That's the last piece, and I'm editing while filming that. And once I get that scene, basically when I come back from this trip,
Do you
uh,
want me to answer that?
Yeah, you can.
I
We
have
have a question
children.
came
yeah,
in. I
I
guess
have
that
no kids. I
do
have
you,
two cats.
We don't have kids together. I've
My pull-out game is on Buddy Rich level. I got rhythm, so I got no kids. So
all right,
I've
cool. I just cut on chat, so there's more highs and everything. Is like, oh, cool. But that was a question directly to you all, so I
but
just showed
that
that
is
one on
very
the screen.
doable.
But go
Like
ahead.
20 minutes or something like that. I could probably edit that together. I just have to get the actual movie completed, and then probably after the 15th, I could get that to you.
If you
Uh, the,
okay, so
the,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna spill the beans. If you can get it 28 plus minutes, not only Asher Clan, but this is the people don't know this. We have a deal. The ink is not dry yet, but we're going to have Asher Clan is going to be on Tubi, and we have a deal. And I didn't want to use this one. I actually will use a separate one. Look for us. Not only Asher Clan on DirecTV, but also Flourish on DirecTV Latin adult channel. I have major broadcasting deals, so it's like I want to help people. Like
No,
to
I
do the
appreciate
deals
that.
that we're doing, it doesn't to me it doesn't mean a hill of beans if I can't say, hey, like this today, get your story out there, get your project out there, have people begin to talk in the hey, I didn't know that you did this, Billy or Jen. I didn't know that you actually had this much acting chops. I just thought you were just this sexy nurse Jen, and BBC whatever. But Jen has depth.
Actually,
Billy has ideas,
no, she does.
right?
When she
Right.
was very nervous about the acting, so we got the non-sex stuff shot when we were filming, and I basically gave her the direction, and she, we did obviously you got to do multiple takes, but we did multiple takes, and she nailed it. I told her what I needed. This is like your attitude, and she nailed it. And I kept telling her like you did an amazing job, like acting, like again, it's not.
I can be mean when I need to be.
Well, it's also I find there's a way to direct people, especially if they're not classically trained actors, that you just kind of put them in a position of like, okay, you would not behave this way in this situation. So like this person, however, would. So
when I first got into the industry, I legit thought it was just going to be sex on camera. Like none of this acting and these little plots. I thought we were turn on like everything Gonzo.
Yeah. For me, I'm hoping this kicks off.
Are we lost?
Can
you hear us?
No, you hear. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I was just responding to Bridget Daniels. She wants to join Team Flourish.
It said we lost connection, but I guess we're good.
For me, I'm hoping this kicks off because this is the kind of content I want to make. I kind of want to bring back that movie making aspect of the 70s and 80s where they kind of played around. They were a little esoteric, they were a little avant-garde. They kind of, they were making a real movie. So it's not everything I make is going to be to this scale, but like maybe a slightly longer scene with a little bit more plot. And then every once in a while, when I find the right project, actually put out a real movie. But I want to, kind of, porn fans are a lot smarter and more cultured than they get credit for. So it's like you can make some clever stuff and put some effort into something and they'll get it. And there's
especially people that are fans of that original movie.
And everybody,
it's like a cult class.
Yeah, and everybody in the movie, I would not have been able to make this movie if it weren't for them. Like Jenn, Misty Rain, Kata Kinks, Venus Rising, Atlas XXX, my friend Adrian, she has her own podcast, and she's a hairdresser and a makeup artist, and she flew down and she just went above and beyond with the hair and makeup.
It was crazy.
And everybody put in insanely long days, and everybody was tired. People like were getting little injuries, like stubbing their toe or something, and everybody was a trooper. So this was like not just my passion project, but everybody was putting in all their effort, and and everybody was having fun with it because they loved that movie. And there's no way I would have ever got it done had they not had that level of dedication, because it was a learning experience because you're making an actual movie. So,
but you're in it, but you're also directing.
Yeah, I kind of did everything.
Let me ask the question.
Sorry.
Let me ask the question. I want to jump right in on that one because, like I just said, like we have a new broadcasting deal via our YouTube Asher Clan, and they're saying that it has to be minimum runtime 28 minutes. That doesn't bother me coming up with 28 minutes minimum because it's a lot of filming, but the people that I would turn to, I don't necessarily know that they would want to do all of that kind of acting. Well, I'm saying no. This is no intimacy at all. This is just really creating episodes, right? A 30-minute, like a sitcom or something that would be on. What is it? Actually, I was looking at it. Go ahead. You're about to say something.
I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like. It was all collab, right?
Yeah, because
we did this.
Yeah, everybody, but
to support him.
Yeah, and I had and a couple of people pulled me aside. It was like, this movie should just be for you, and it's like, I as a person, as an artist, as a friend, as a professional, can't ask you to put in this level of work, like to be in clown makeup all day while we do the non-sex stuff and then go to the sex, to put in this much effort and not give you anything. And I can't afford to pay everybody because that would
Right.
just, it would take, because I paid for everything out of my own pocket. And I took care
It's
of
really
everything.
it's an exposure thing. It's a community
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah.
community.
And
It's exposure. It is
yeah.
trying to move the needle. Trying to move the needle and see what it leads to. Being progressive, right?
And yeah. And I kind of want to, and everybody wants to do their own thing. So this is like, like I said, stuff that's a little quirky, a little over the top, a little John Waterish. So, I don't mind doing the occasional gonzo scene, but I kind of want to make stuff that's fun and lighthearted, and just like I said, like a mini movie,
Hmm.
and
What was
and a
our
couple, and again, and it was really great that they were willing to do all this work and to just let me have the movie. But it's like,
Dude, it's phenomenal. It's
no,
phenomenal.
yeah, it's amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better cast, but it was like I can't look myself in the mirror. It's either I have to pay you, or I got to give you a piece of the movie. So it's and everybody did such. The original idea was I get to put it out first for I don't know a couple of weeks, and then you guys can put it out, and then I had to wait. I was asked to push back the release date to wait for the music because I was actually going to have a band like record the original song for the movie,
Hmm.
he
and
went all in.
and the band Bedpan Fight is the band that recorded the song for the movie out of New
Right.
York in Brooklyn, and they're a great punk band. And I was like, okay, I'll wait. And since I pushed back the date, I was like, fuck it. Everybody did such a great job. Everybody's literally just putting into this. Then everybody releases it at the same time. We'll just agree on a price and maybe agree to not
So
put it on sale
you,
until next
so
year.
I have a question for you. So you do a lot of, shared content.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on everybody putting it out at the same time versus staggering it?
Um. I think there's a marketing advantage at the same time because if
Okay.
you do a daisy chain effect, it's almost like in a YouTube when we put our episodes of captured the safe for work parts or the pro safe for work parts and meta experts. We also within the description I list the playlist like episode
Okay.
this. So like if someone is watching something like, oh, that was kind of cool. Wait, there's more. I can click this one and go see it. So you want to do something where you all put it out there, and it's like if you want to see this part, this part, this part, here's where you go, and you create this
Right.
daisy chain effect. That's one way to look at it. Um, um, my thought on Billy on this project is I can try to get some of your calls back by having you piggyback some of my licensing deals, but it has to be say it's no intimacy,
Oh
minimum
no, yeah, I
28
can do
minutes.
that. There's enough content to do that. I would just have to have the finished product to work with to kind of
Right.
cut it down. But because
I mean, unless
there's
someone in Tampa got the hookup and everything. I don't know how Tampa
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Tampa loves us, right?
Uh,
So,
and we try to
Unless
stick
someone in
to
Tampa, got the connections like we do right now, and the distribution deals and the network and audience, and
and
we're giving it to people.
we're on the
We built,
same we're on the same wavelength because there are a bunch of ideas that I have that if I could actually get into the rhythm of like I'm filming the stuff I would like to film, some of the stuff you can kind of remove the sex and then add some little extra story to kind of round it out and like kind of put it out
it
there so
doesn't
you could
even it
actually
doesn't yeah for what so it doesn't even like like for what we call it general it's called because I was just in a meeting general commercial, that's what they call it. um
yeah
it's not a matter of yeah there's no intimacy. You can do things like allude to it about to be intimacy, taking something off from the top, or you know kissing on the side of the cheek. Kissing is fine or whatever. It's like music and it goes dark. Do I want to? It's just a lot of different things, right? It can allude to it, and then it's
Yeah.
like that's when it goes to where okay, if you want to see the not safe for work, it's going to be over here in Billy's store, as whatever. It could be also if you want to see the Jen part. Here's a part, whatever. That's what I would do, from my end, for my perch.
Yeah.
And
You know,
and I thrive with a creative challenge because I was talking to my camera guy for that movie, and there's one or two parts where the camera angle, the way we had to shoot it, when you actually turn it right side up, it's the frame is not correct. Like it's too narrow. So it's like, okay, there's no way to reformat it to fit the screen properly. And I don't want it. So we were talking, and then it dawned on me, in the movie Creepshow, when somebody's screaming, or there's this kind of jump scare moment, the background turns into like a comic book panel,
Yeah.
and there's a stylistic scene like in the original thing before the monkey comes out of the crate and pulls the woman in. He's like this. So I was like, you know what? When she jumps out to scare me, we're gonna do that to fill up the space, and to kind of compensate for the fact that we have these two edges here that are not going to fit with the rest of the movie. So like little things like that to kind of, because again, you're dealing with time and limited budget. The house was smaller than I initially anticipated, so we kind of literally would shoot a scene. We would shoot 3 scenes in the same room. We would just kind of keep the shots tight and kind of navigate, like again, guerrilla filmmaking and just kind of working with what you got and finding a solution. And it's a porn parody, so we couldn't do an absolute scene for scene remake of the movie, but we keep with a lot of what the movie's about. We keep the thing with the straws. We keep the cocoons. When the noses get knocked off, they kind of become less aggressive. So, like in the one scene, they're very dominant, and then in the middle of the sex, this nose gets cut up, like bumped off, and there's like a little. I'm gonna have a little thing, like a special effect, or like a little burst of light, and then all of a sudden, now I take over because now they're less dominant because they lost their nose. So we try to stick to some of the major points of the movie, and we're gonna have some special like CGI effects, and we also did some practical magic to give it that. I'll send you the teaser trailer after the interview, but
That looks really good.
But it's like we literally made like a little spaceship and put it on strings.
How long is the teaser trailer?
The teaser trailer is about 55 seconds. Once I film the scene with Jen, I'm gonna put together like a longer, because this one has no sex. It just has.
Give me the longer teaser trailer, and give me a link where they will be able to tap in to your creative process, and as the project evolves or whatever, maybe it's whatever. And I put that out there, and then a reference that, allude to that.
I appreciate that.
Like such an undertaking. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
if
never seen anything
y'all gotta understand. Like people understand. Like people, what's okay? And I just got some questions out of Discord, and they want me to go ask Jen some questions now. So I'm gonna have to pivot from Billy. Billy,
it's fine. I get it. Trust me.
FYI, yeah, they're looking at this. They're looking at her cleavage, and so they're like, oh my gosh. And Venus Rising. Venus Rising is going to talk with me here this weekend. We're gonna run it up. She and I talked before, but we never.
Can.
Yeah. Anyway,
if you're sorry, real quick, if you're a producer, you're not booking her. Like she stepped in to like fill in for a scene, like without hesitation. Like she was there, like
super nice.
Like
super
literally,
nice
she was so helpful and such a team player. That it was at one point I was so exhausted I lost my voice during the filming of the movie, and at one point I'm writing to direct, and she's like literally hovering over me trying to do something to help, and it was like I'm going to murder you, go away. Like at this moment you can't do it. You're already doing a lot, you can't do it anymore. That's the kind of person she is. She is like, if I asked her to juggle and ride around on the unicycle, which she cannot do, she would have figured a way to do it and done it for me. So like she is like a team player, and if you need something, just ask her, and she's on the move and getting it done. So
All right. Hit me
All right,
with some
hold on.
questions.
I have questions. I have Discord questions. I have questions. I'm looking at it right now because we do have Asher Clan Discord. Um, and
I'm
the first question is, okay, this kind of, what do I see when if I join the Jen's OnlyFans free trial? That was the first question because we put your free trial link in the not only the description of YouTube but also the top comment in Twitter. But I think they're looking at YouTube. What do they expect when they go to your OnlyFans, Jen? If they go there,
Well, they're going to see what's under this. They'll see what's under my sundress.
you can't show nothing. You can't. Hey,
I know.
hey.
I'm not. I did.
Don't get me. Hey, I
didn't
don't want to get my hands slapped from the channel.
No, I didn't do anything. So they'll
all
see
right.
what's under the sundress. Some
Okay.
teasers to my other scenes. I have some like solos that are on the page. Just a good mix. I mean, a good mix of me, like me as a real person.
All right. We have another one here. Have you ever been in a group scene?
Yes.
Like just you, no other woman, just you.
Oh no, not just me. No,
Okay.
I've never done that.
All right, hold on.
I would. I just never have.
Oh, you would.
gangbangs
Okay.
are hard to set up. So.
Well, we have a team. We have a team.
No.
The other one, let's see here. I'm gonna avoid that one because that's stupid. Where do you live? That's none of their business. Another question
No.
here. Can she stand up and show us her backside? That's up to her. That's up to her. If she wants to stand up and turn around, she may not want to. That's up to her. There's one more Discord question here. Actually, it's two more.
I don't know how much they're going to be able to see.
Get out of the way for a second.
You can try it. Let's see. Because you got a sundress.
I mean, I have a ruffled dress.
Yeah, you
on,
can't.
so
You can't show it.
I'm not. Yeah.
Hey, trust me. I know what the yams are bona fide. Okay, I know what the cakes are bona fide.
Yeah,
right?
it's worth. Trust me, it's worth going to the OnlyFans.
It's worth the price of admission.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
One question for Billy is: have you ever been with a man?
No. I do get that question a lot. I have a lot of gay fans and I have a lot of trans fans, and I try to incorporate certain angles when I'm in control of the filming to kind of give them certain viewpoints.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on doing solo content that maybe is more directed to them, so they can like have something. But it's a thing about doing it all yourself. And I'm going to be honest, no guy feels like he looks sexy when he's kind of taking care of himself. So I'm trying to find the right angles to where like I think I look good when I'm by myself in a solo, but I'm trying to
You look good.
create content.
You look good.
Yeah, but I mean, I love my gay fans, so I've been trying to, think of different things to kind of do. But if I was bi, I would already probably be doing it, But yeah, it's just one of those.
Good.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that sometimes you can't physically make yourself do something.
Not there, yeah.
But so I try to do other things like I can make certain customs if it's requested. I've done it before, but
Right.
certain angles, more of the backside, more of different penetrations of my ass and so on, and just to kind of give back because funny, I tell people all the time, like some of my biggest buyers are trans people and gay guys, and they buy and they spend.
Yeah,
So it's
I just relayed the question. It just came through Discord. I relayed the question. I don't know.
Oh no,
No,
it's fine. I mean, I'm
yeah.
like I said, it's wish I could, but
Was
yeah, no.
was that all of them?
Yeah, that was all of those.
Okay, cool.
We do have one question via Twitch for Jen. What's your preference in men? And do you date?
And
Would you go on a date with a fan? It's a two-part question.
um, I like manly men. Um, I prefer somebody that can like change. I mean, change my oil or get my oil changed if you don't know how to do it yourself. Just somebody that wants to take care of me. Um,
What
and
does
I
that
would
mean?
go on it.
Stop. What does that mean? Take care of you. What does that mean?
Just like check in with me, like make sure I'm doing okay. I'm a pretty self sufficient person. But
Are
just
you
like
are you too self-sufficient?
I could probably be too self sufficient. You already know the answer to
Yeah.
that.
Hey, look. If I just feel it was something that someone may want to know,
Yeah. But
and that's why I asked that question.
I would go on a date with a fan, although the last time that I did that, it didn't go well.
There's a service actually that you could use that will kind of vet and link up stars with fans to go out on like a
Yeah.
platonic dinner. Alex Cole uses it, and apparently it works very well. So I mean, it is it
So
is a
the thing
doable
is,
thing.
I didn't know that I was. So the problem with me was I didn't know I was going out with a fan. I didn't know that I was going out with a fan. It was somebody that I was talking to online, and I agreed to meet for dinner. And we get, through appetizers. Fortunately, I had a drink. And he said that he just knew that he had to meet me after watching all of my scenes and all of my podcasts and interviews to save me from porn and being a whore.
Mm. Okay, let me help everyone. Let me help everyone. I know Jen Cameron, aka Sexy Nurse Jen. She is a delightful whore. Okay, she very everybody loves her. She doesn't have too many enemies. She puts herself in the line of fire, but for the right reason. Um, and she will go out with a fan. Matter of fact, what you need to do is you need to go into her OnlyFans and into her DM. She doesn't answer DMs via
No,
Twitter.
not
And
OnlyFans.
you need to go
Like I
join
Oh,
said,
her OnlyFans and ask her via DM if you could go on a fan date with her. Now, whatever she says is whatever she says, But that's how you can get to find out about if you're a fan out there watching this and you would like to test the waters with if she would do smash a fan, go to her OnlyFans, hit the DM, and you may be the lucky one. You never know. You never know. But anyway,
also, but I would to give a little tip. You might want to avoid the whole "I want to save you from from what you're
oh
doing
yeah,
and being a
there's
fan
no
of
saving
you."
her. There's no saving her. No, 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 no.
What he said, he was like, you look so unhappy in your scenes, like a cry for help. And I wanted to be like, what were you
As your
watching?
co-star, I take that. What do you mean? She looked happy as shit when she's on the camera with me, man. I don't know what the fuck
I'm
you're
like,
talking
I would
about.
like to know which scene that you thought I was crying out for help in.
Wow.
It was bizarre. It was bizarre.
Well, we're getting close to an hour. I thought we were only going to be talking 30 minutes, but Billy, he can talk
Billy's
his
a
ass
bummer.
off. I can talk.
Hey,
This is
I'm
the
talking
first
about
time
it.
I didn't really talk. I didn't have to talk as much, you know. But
Do
I
you
was
usually
really
have men
intrigued.
on the show?
What do you say?
Do you have men on the show a lot, or is it mostly women?
The only there's only been time. There's only been no guys. No, it's guys and girls, but it's been mixed. Like Trucifer, we used to do a lot of the Milk Candy when we traveled together. Those
Okay, got
podcasts, but Trucifer's he's up in the Northeast in Vegas, and Dior Boy and some others. When I've been in Florida, we'll get together. It's easier to do it right there if we're not in between
Right.
shoots or whatever. But in terms of online, I think Billy's only the second guy. Um,
I mean, Christopher is a really good dude. I met him a few times. He's a solid guy, respectful. I got nothing but
yeah,
good
yeah,
things
yeah,
to say about you.
Yeah.
yeah. So, anything that you'd like to say, Jen, to anyone who's interested in getting and seeing more of you? Where can they see you at? What do you got going on from now to the end of the year? Are you going to be?
Yeah. So I'll be at Exotica in New Jersey. I know you're probably not going to believe me.
Taking
I'm
eggplant.
taking,
What do you say?
what? No. Oh, I'm going to take some time off in November. I know that you don't believe me, but I'm going to take
Mm.
a little bit of time off in November.
Well, I
I'm
don't
hoping
believe you
this
because
week,
you said to me you were going to take some time off in October until Exotica.
and
You
here I
know.
am in Tampa for 10 days. But I'm hoping to get a ton of content. In addition to paid shoots, I'm hoping to get a ton of content that you all will get to see when you join my OnlyFans. And my handle
There
is
you go.
Sexy Nurse Jen with two N's underscore VIP. And my Twitter or X is Sexy Nurse Jen, two N's, number one. And
That's what's up.
you get a lot of teasers on my Twitter.
Um, Billy, and wrapping up, the title of your short film or your indie film that you created is tell everybody the title again and when can they expect to see it?
Killer Clowns with a Z instead of an S. And it's coming out October 15th. It'll be Loyal Fans mini vids. I'm sure some of the cast has like an OnlyFans. So basically, whatever platform that it's going to be on, I made a Twitter for it. It's Killer Clowns, Triple X. Uh, if you go to my Twitter, which is all lowercase, Billy Pilgrim, Triple X. You'll see the retweets and whatnot. You'll be able to click on the link, and either one of those two Twitter feeds will keep you updated because as we get closer, there's going to be more promotion material coming out to kind of hype it. Like I put a lot of effort into it, so I'm even hoping to put it up for nomination. As like we go into next year and hopefully get at least nominated for something. So yeah, if you're a big fan of the movie, I think you're gonna like this because we kept it just campy and low budget enough, but we made it with enough love and effort that it looks
Yeah,
good.
it does look good.
What
So
did you use to shoot with? What equipment did you use to shoot it with?
my friend just bought a brand new camera that was really high end. I don't remember the exact model of it, but
Hmm.
it looked really really good, and he had these like really high end quality lights, and like I said, we built sets around it, and to like try to make it look like we're on a spaceship as much as possible. But yeah, it came out really well. So it's gonna look like a real movie. Feel like it. We try to pay as much respect to the original source material. So if you love Halloween and you love that movie, and we basically did everything we could to pull out all the stops. So I will say this: uh, we're gonna have a Jim Cameron anal scene in the movie. So there's one spoiler alert. So you know,
Yeah, just giving it
but
up.
that's not worth
Yeah.
the price of admission. Like no one cares about me. You don't give a shit about I'm in the movie, but I just got a lot of hot, sexy women dressed as clowns, or I got the nurse doing one of her rare anal scenes. So
So
people are pulling out all the stops. So
I would say I'm not gonna go where I could go with that last one. But Jen just recently started doing allowing backdoor on screen on film.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we want to congratulate her and getting progressing mentally and physically to that point. That her fans
It is
could.
a mental it is a mental thing for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I'm giving. Let me give you your flowers. For that um.
Thank you.
So I think the fans will be able to look forward to that and I mean it's not all that she does. She has, she's a tremendous performer, and
Just a little.
yeah, yeah. But we are 59 minutes and 51 seconds. So let me wrap things up here because I don't know if anyone's going to watch it all. But as this gets chopped up and put out, etc. In case you missed it, MrFlourish, new little title on Friday, Saturday, the morning after. Because I swear to God, sometimes I'm not going to want to do this, but it's going to be the morning after. You just need to do it. We have Jenn Cameron, Billy Pilgrim, and if you're in YouTube, check the description. And also in the description, and also in Twitter, in the top comment, you can go to the YouTube, but you also get a treat. And in both locations, you can get a free trial, 30-day trial to Jenn Cameron's OnlyFans. Doesn't cost you nothing.
Nothing at all.
Doesn't cost you nothing at all. Let her wheel you into her web of intimacy and enticing. And Billy, we're gonna let me think how I say this. MrFlourish is going to get behind Billy and help him with some distro and some reach in his project. There's aspects that I can even learn from by seeing what Billy goes through this first getting his out this first time and etc. I have asked from network partners, very new. I'm not gonna. It's gonna be another one that y'all gonna. It's gonna be press. Y'all gonna hear about it. And so I love the independent creator. I love the people that want to take the chance and do something different and passionate about it. That I wouldn't be where I'm at with whether it's Flourish or Asher Clan or some of the other ventures, etc. If I didn't take chances and when people told me not to, so I applaud Billy. I stand behind him if he needs it. If he needs, it's important to say that. But let's get off. Let's go ahead and we've done an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having me.
yeah.
So
talking to
the
you.
next time you see Billy on this one, it'll probably be more raunchy with a lot more people, and we're just gonna be talking shit. Anyway.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you, everyone.